What is up, agents? This is Wrecker back with another really strong build, but kind of an off-meta one because we are not running any gear set, as I wanted to go with something different that I have seen out there but you won't see many people running. We are fully stocked up on crit numbers, and if you want, you can even run this in PvP with all blues. So kind of a unique setup for both solo and group activities in the game. So with that being said, let's get into the build breakdown and see what we have. Okay, so this is the full thing, everyone. We are basically running 3 blues and 3 reds, but that's my personal preference. If you want to change up the numbers as far as the core attributes go, that's totally up to you. But this is a good balance as per my testing. But yeah, starting off with the specialization, we are running Gunner. So obvious reasons, really good perks for the LMGs especially, and also armor on kill, all that good stuff. So starting off with the weapons, of course the star of the show that we will be using like 99% of the time on this setup is the Iron Lung exotic LMG. It comes with LMG damage, damage to cover, and damage to armor is what I have rolled onto it. So just re-roll the weapon and you can get both the items, both the special attributes on this weapon. Now mine is upgraded to the proficiency rank 15, but that's totally up to you, not really necessary, but it's just me. I just want to get even more damage on this setup. So plus 15% as a base number. Mine is sitting at 141.8k, this LMG, 800 RPM and a mag of 85. Now as far as the talent go, you will basically get every half a mag with fire ammo. There's no damage talent in there, but you will get fire ammo, which is going to help us out with the talents we are running on the build, so that's really good. As far as the attachments go, with this exotic we have plus 35 rounds in the mag, 10% crit damage on the under barrel, and 10% crit damage on the rail. So that's what we have for the attachments. For the secondary, totally up to you, doesn't really matter. I just like to run my Dark Winter in case I need to switch over something close and personal. So that's what I'm running. For the sidearm, I would recommend running the Orbit, of course, for some additional crit numbers whenever you can. Now, starting off with the gear pieces, I am personally running 3-piece Lengmo. Now, the only reason we are running this setup like this is because of that third brand bonus, is the 30% juicy LMD damage. So that's insane. So in my case, I'm running the chest, the holster, and the knee pads for Lengmo to get all 3 brand bonuses. Honestly, the first 2 bonuses doesn't really matter, it's only the third one we are really going for. But yeah, as far as the attributes go, it's the same thing on all 3 of them. We're running armor, crit numbers, all reds, both the attachments and the mods and the minor attributes. So it's gonna be the full red build, with the exception of some blue cores in there. So same thing for the holster, and the same exact thing for the knee pads. So let's move on to the other 3 special pieces we are running in this setting. So starting off with the gloves, we are running the contractors. Of course, it's an LMG build, so we're getting 10% LMG on the brand bonus. Weapon damage as a core attribute for me, and of course the damage to armor special attribute that this gloves comes with. So I would highly recommend putting it in this slot. Now for the mask, it's also actually a exclusive item. You can actually get it presently in the game from the hoarder. It's still available. So we're getting all reds. Okay, so we are running weapon damage and crit numbers on the mods and minor attributes. So just run all crits until you reach maxed out crit chance, and then you can start adding up the crit damage numbers for the rest of it. So yeah, the chill out mask here, it's really good, gives you an additional mod slot. So I would highly recommend running this one. And lastly, for the backpack, I have chosen to go with Anarchy's Cookbook. That's the main backpack from this Golden Gear band set here. Of course, we're running all reds, and the talent that it comes with, it's perfectly wicked. Basically, it's going to give you 18% instant damage as soon as you put your enemies on fire, which is not a problem with Iron Lung because every other half mag, you're getting fire ammo. So you don't even have to worry about proccing this talent with any other skill or anything else. So This is instant 18% weapon damage basically all the time because it doesn't have a cooldown and it keeps refreshing with each kill. So this is really good. But if you want to run anything else, as the second best, I would highly recommend running the Lengmo named backpack. That's called the Backbone. So it's gonna fit in very well with this setup because it's also Lengmo. And if you want to run, because it's come with perfectly unstoppable force, another very good talent, but then again it's an on kill buff, so you're gonna have to kill the enemy first and then stack it up to 5 to get the full buff for this talent. So not a bad talent at all, know what I'm saying, but it's an on kill buff, so totally up to you if you want to run this one or like me the perfectly wicked. So that's totally up to you. But yeah, that's what we're running on the gear pieces. As far as the skills go, totally up to you. I'm personally running the Reviver Hive. For the attachments, we're running 10% Reviver Armor, 5% range and 10% health. As for the second skill, we are running the Healer Drone or the Fixer Drone as they mentioned that. And for the attachments, the mods on it, I'm running Duration, Health and Armor Repair. But totally up to you what you want to run. So that is basically it for the entire setup, and let me show you the stats real quick. So basically we're sitting at 58% critical hit chance and 137 crit damage on our Iron Lung, 105 headshot, 14% armor damage, and not to forget 10% damage to target salve cover on our Iron Lung as well. So this is insanely good. If I switch over to my other weapons, my Dark Winter, again fully maxed out on crit chance, 132 crit damage. Switch right to my sidearm, same thing, maxed out crit chance, 117 crit damage. And even the minigun, the specialization weapon, it's also maxed out on crit numbers, so that's insanely good. 58% crit chance, 117 crit damage. So this is a really good build as far as crit numbers go. But yeah, that's basically it for the full build, everyone. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. It's an insanely good build. I have run this in heroic or legendary missions as well, and it works really good. You can run it solo, in a group, totally up to you. You can even in fact run it in PvP because you can basically run all 6 blues and just keep other numbers as it is, and it's gonna hit really hard. So totally up to you. Really good build. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.